Hey there. Today we're going to have a quick look and unboxing of a Mobius accessory. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Mobius is a very small 1080p camera with a slightly wide angle lens, which you can get relatively cheaply by comparison to a lot of the other competitors. Now, it doesn't have a focus or anything like that. It is literally a fixed focus mini camera running at 1080p, as I said. There's a couple of buttons on the front of it which need access, and today I'm going to be unboxing the JooVuu waterproof case for it. So if I just put him up there for a moment, I received this in the post today. So this is the box of the waterproof case for Mobius. A couple of little diagrams there, JooVuu, and on the back we have a breakdown. It says that it works with standard lens Mobius, which is what I've got here, the standard lens, which is slightly wide angle. It also works with the wide-angle lens Mobius, which is an extra piece that you can get. You can replace the lens in the Mobius. Waterproof to 30 meters, custom heat reduction technology, because the Mobius has these two aluminium heat sinks on the top. If you put it inside a case, it'll get a bit warm. That'll cause problems. Comes with a tripod mount, can be detached or attached, which is quite good to know, and a float add-on available. Now, I have been following the JooVuu forum. Basically, that is an accessory that will mount to the rear end of the case, and that will allow it to float. So any surfers or kite surfing or kayakers or anyone who's anywhere near water, that will hopefully assist you. So this is genuinely the first time I've opened this. I've not actually opened it. The case is sort of a somewhat handmade folded case. It's quite nice though. It's nice little diagrams. It comes with a piece of paper instructions with basically a larger diagram. It shows that the wide angle Mobius, this one on the top here, needs an additional extension by the looks of it, whereas the standard Mobius is fine. So we put him down there. It tells me what's included. It also warns me that they are not liable for any damage that may be caused to my little Mobius. It's a tight fit, so be careful putting it in, and make sure that there's no leaks before jumping in the deep end. So fingers crossed it works, and here it is. It's a funky little, there's nothing else in the case, so I'll just get rid of that. Funky looking case. And right, so basically what I can tell you first off is obviously there's a tripod mount on the underside, which is very similar to the cradle that comes with the Mobius. This is the standard cradle which comes with the Mobius, which just slides in. On the underside is a tripod mount, and also a couple of, if I slide that back out again, a couple of strap holders where you can thread through straps. So they've integrated that into the underside, which is awesome. They've also put a little lanyard tether on there. Looks quite robust. I'm not sure how well it'll hold up, but hopefully it will hold up well. On the top we can see the buttons, which mate quite well with the buttons that are existing on the Mobius, and the bottom layer is kind of looks like CNC machined aluminium with what looks like a thread on the bottom. Now I believe this part here is how you attach the additional accessory that isn't available yet, the float. You You place the float on, and there's a hole through the float which you screw into the base end. And on the front there, we've got a couple of threaded collars. So let's open it up. Down and up, down and up. So we've got two little levers there which pull the base into it. It's a bit dusty. The environment that it's been manufactured in is clearly not too clean, or unless it's the aluminium. Maybe the aluminium needs just a clean off before it actually should be mounted. There's a little bit there. Now, one thing that I can see here is a thermal pad. Now this thermal pad will line up on those, so it will actually slide that on. Yep, it makes contact onto the surface there, so that's good. It'll also help stop it vibrating, which is good. And there's a little piece on the underside there which makes good contact with it. That's not going to move around. That's nice and solid in there. Now in the little bag there appears to be some additional thermal padding, which is excellent to see. And also an additional rubber seal for the main seal, and a couple of extra seals and the perspex. Now this isn't exactly the cleanest of pieces, and there's no protective film on there, or is there? Aha, there is protective film on there. That's really good to see, actually. My apologies, JooVuu, you've done a fantastic job there. There is a protective film on this little piece. Now this is the piece that will go in the lens, so let's see how that works, shall we? We've got the standard one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the middle collar off. So it looks like we've got two pieces here. An end piece, and an extension piece. The extension piece just basically boosts the length of the end, so that the wide angle, as you can see from this diagram, the wide angle lens is longer than the standard lens. So we don't need this extension. We can leave it on, but we don't need it. And I believe, according to the instructions, we have one rubber seal and then the lens piece. So one rubber seal. I'll take the lens protection off. That's nice. So it's only on one side, which is a bit frustrating, but not the end of the world. So let's take this. It looks to be keyed, so the plastics will only go in one way round. See, the thread is broken. That allows the end to slide down. And we will place the seal in there and thread it in. Okay, well, the rubber's sort of come away a little bit there. It's not, I don't know how well that's going to seal. I mean, I'm not intending to go underwater necessarily. It's more for weatherproofing than waterproofing, as the Mobius, it's held up well in the rain, but it's not completely weatherproof, so my application isn't as extreme as some people's may be. Let's see if we can slide this. Oh, it is a very, very sort of snug fit, very cleanly done. We fold him back down, and fold him back down. Let's do them at the same time, shall we? That's nice little pressure there. Nice little pressure there. Now I'm going to actually test this at home without the Mobius inside it in water and see how that does. It feels a little weighty with the aluminium on the end, but let's see if we can turn it on. Let's yeah, we can turn it on. Let's see if we can let's video the okay, so that's recording. You can see the light shining through, so it's clear that it is actually recording. What I'll do is I'll put a snippet of the video at the end of this video so you can hear whether it's silent or loud. I'll also tap it, see what that sounds like, and we will stop it. That's perfect. Let's try the other buttons. Yep. No problem at all with those button presses. And off. Off. Fantastic. Well, immediately I'm quite impressed. It's clear that this is the prototype, pre-final production sort of model. I know a few other people have got these already. I did have to pay for this, but I'm actually quite happy to. As I said, my application is primarily outdoors, not in water environments. So I was happy to pay a couple of quid for this. It's less than £25. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly how much it is, but I'll put the price in the description below. I'm impressed. Little waterproof case, some spares, which I hadn't considered would be coming with it, which are fantastic, especially these little waterproofing rubbers. And fantastic job, JooVuu. If you like what you've seen, feel free to comment, ask any questions. I will be adding more videos with this now, along with some of the other accessories that I've got. I'll make some guides for how to place the camera, along with some of the other accessories I've got and how I've mounted them to the car and how I've mounted them to my mountain bike. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.